So, how many friends do you think you have? No, of course, don't say it out loud. Just think about it in your head. Jelly Wong said, you don't need a certain amount of friends, but friends that you can be certain of. According to statistics, friendships developed between the ages of 16 to 21 are more likely to last. Now, even though this is said to be true, I think that so many of us cling to past relationships and take new ones for granted that we don't fully understand how precious it can be to spend time with our loved ones. The most meaningful friendships are like intimate relationships, minus the sex. But being a stereotypical teenager, I think I know everything. But I've experienced enough to know that this isn't true. My mother has told me so many times that someone was bad for me, and I tried to convince her that she was wrong. When I was in 5th grade, I thought I knew exactly who was going to be my best friends until the day I died, Sam and Joe. We spent almost every moment that we could with each other. We went to school together, we ate lunch together, went to our first concerts together. We were so close that we even called ourselves the Three Musketeers. Now, I know that's lame, but I was in 5th grade, don't judge me. And we thought when we got to 6th grade we would be the coolest kids in our school. And the next year, that was true, for about a month, until I had to move to Manchester. And I don't think I ever cried so hard. But being the person that I am, I thought about the silver lining. Just because we didn't go to the same school, who cares? We could still be the Three Musketeers. Funny. I think I only seen them about 4 times after that. But I brushed it off. I thought, it's just because we're young. It's just because we don't have the resources to see each other every day, because we don't go to the same school. But that wasn't true at all. Our circumstances made us friends, but when those circumstances changed, our friendship was lost. Your circumstances can make you just as much as they can break you. So in Manchester, I met this girl, Brittany. We became friends because we made each other laugh. And I was so drawn to her flamboyant personality. We spent most of our time together, but she was the one constantly initiating our meets. Something was always missing. We would constantly argue, which I happen to think is a necessary act to form a healthy relationship. But it was always about boys and the drama she surrounded herself with. She wanted to process her whole life with me, and I just wasn't ready for that. And therefore, it became overbearing. Part of being a good friend is acting as a release, which can be very therapeutic. But that doesn't mean become the therapist. Therapists get paid to listen. Friends don't. If you get to this point, that friendship becomes a burden, and you lose out on the companionship that people search for their entire lives. Even when writing the speech, I thought to myself, it's because we just needed to mature, we needed to grow up, and then we would be better friends. And even though we are friends now, we're not as close as we could be because we simply don't fit. And I definitely knew that that wasn't true because of the friends I have now. The friends that I have now, we've been friends for about a year now. And we have something more special than I could ever have achieved with Brittany in the 4 years that I've known her. My friends now are Mariah, Seba, Myri, and Leah. Mariah, she's clumsy, confident, intrusive. Seba, innocent, kind, and caring. Myri, serious, honest, sometimes brutally, but she's funny. And Leah, last but definitely not least, She's quiet, but she's full of beautiful laughter if the right person brings it out of her. These are the people that I feel completely comfortable with. The people that I can go to their house, they can come to mine, eat all our food. I can go to their house, watch a movie in their room when they're not even there. Call them when I'm breaking into a million pieces and crying. When I need anything. And although I like to say that we're very close individually, that's not what makes us friends. We're glued together because our personalities together make a beautiful puzzle where the sum is greater than the pieces. And although things are going well for us, I don't think I've learned everything that I could have about friendship. I think there's so much more that I have to learn. But what I do know is that friendship needs trust, honesty, effort, balance, and comfort. But what I also realized is that I'm not looking for a friend that gives me everything, or a bunch of acquaintances, or a list of Facebook friends, but a community of friends. A community that gives me a little bit of everything. Now I ask you again, how many friends do you think you have? Thank you.